Previously.
Hey, we're at Nintendo New York. We're going to be doing a Q&A with Triforce. Gabe, the Trashman, is actually recording for me. How big is Gabe Okay, so Mr. DJPRS. He asks, what is your technique in competitive Tetris?
I don't have a technique. I've been playing Tetris since the Game Boy. I even went and played the 10-gen version, the NES version, the new Tetris on the PlayStation, Tetris DS. I've played so many different Tetrises. I rely completely on reaction. That's it. That's all I do. I just react. And I like there is no other. That's I think the best way to play Tetris. It's just your own reaction. In the new versions of Tetris, you have to do the super double T-spins and the triple T-spins. I'm not really a fan of those things, but if I have to when I'm competing, I have to. I just like the standard, like the line game. I think the whole comboing system is kind of great because you have to, on the fly, recognize what holes is and how to set up all the combos, and I think those combos are good. But I'm telling you right now, I am not a fan of the T-spin stuff. But in competitive Tetris, I need to know how to do it because then I'm playing and it doesn't matter how fast I move, they do a super double on me. I have to do like 2.5 Tetrises to cover that hole. I fought guys that have super doubled and triple T-spin me and I played them normal. None of that in it. I just do regular Tetrises and so forth and combos and I can get a game off of them and they'd be like, impressive, you beat me without that? But they'll beat me like 7-1. That's how broken that engine is. Like it's called Tetris, not T-spin. So why is a T-spin more powerful than a Tetris? Like they should make the T-spins, and for the Tetris developers out there, you should make the T-spins have like certain type of properties, defensive properties or something like that. Like if I'm hitting you with the Tetris and stuff like that, like if you do a T-spin, it time stops the other person's attack and blocks it off or something. But don't make it more powerful than a Tetris. That's stupid. Like it's called Tetris, not T-spin.
So Rachel, she's another YouTuber actually. She actually did the vlog.
I know Rachel. They did the vlog to vlog. They were watching each other's camera.
Yeah. So she asked the question, what is the experience like so far? And she asked another question. I don't know if that's allowed. This was supposed to be asking to work on this stream. What do you and CMD expect once it is? Did you guys expect this to happen?
In terms of the launch, I can't necessarily speak for CMD, but he did tell me himself he did not expect all of this.
Yeah.
I, however, did, but that's because I've done this before. So my experience in doing this, I kind of expected all of this to happen. Some of the things that I'm expecting to happen has not happened yet. Like the mainstream media covering it before pre-launch and all that. There's a bunch of things that have not happened yet. I don't know why. But today, some guy who's a freelancer and he writes for guys at BuzzFeed did a little interview with us, and he gets a lot of coverage. Hopefully, we'll see like a snowball effect from that. And then you're going to see a bunch of big media companies come down and want to get and cover this, because what we're really trying to do is we're trying to get people to understand the culture behind the whole launch. People think this is just a bunch of gamers, geeks, nerds, YouTubers looking for attention and views. No, this is a tradition. We do this every launch just for the camaraderie of the community coming together and having fun. This is what Nintendo's about from day one.
So let me ask you this question: did you expect this all to happen? Like it seems like the Nintendo Switch, we have like a different crowd.
Yeah, we do. It's a new generation.
It's a new generation. It seems like everyone's much more younger. So did you expect that? Did you expect the younger crowd to come out before let's say the mature old time?
Of course. Definitely. The next generation, the Nintendo Switch is like the next generation 4. Because I'm a part of generation 1. There's a generation after me. There's a generation of the turn of the 21st century. This is the 4th generation for Nintendo. And it's good to know like guys like C&D watching his YouTube page. If you go on this guy's YouTube page and you scroll into his old archives, you catch this guy growing up as a kid on retro games. That doesn't happen. Like, who does that? But only Nintendo player gamers do it. So whether they may be kids or adults, like, they really understand the culture of Nintendo. And that's where the disconnect is with people trying to understand what's going on. Once people can accept that Nintendo has an actual culture, then this doesn't seem as weird as it comes off to people. But over time, Nintendo will be able to get that on top.
Zero Octo. I think that's how you pronounce your name.
That's Zero Octo.
Liquid gold or solid gold?
Liquid gold, easy. Liquid gold because you can consume it. Solid gold because you can play it.
That's like the greatest response ever.
That's like the greatest response ever. Solid gold.
Alright, Agent Squid Kid asks, he really hopes you get the Nintendo Switch. I don't even think this is a question, but would you be able to try the Splatoon 2 global test time? He says you need to switch and he will throw his wallet at you to get the Switch.
He will throw his wallet at me to get the Switch?
Yes.
Alright, well, just to let you know, a great friend of mine, Royal Lance, shout out to Royal Lance, represent EMP. He created a GoFundMe. Guys like Double A and a bunch of other people have already donated, and we made the mark of $1,000. And so I'm gonna get a Switch. Well, Lance said he's gonna, get the money out. He's gonna buy me a Switch. It's like a passing the torch present, a gift, as I pass the torch to the next generation, which is Captain Nintendo do. This is like my going away present. So it's like I'm gonna get like the system, Zelda, 1-2 Switch, controller, and a bunch of other things, and if I have enough money, I want to be able to buy a camera. What I'm going to be working on next is, I don't know if you guys watch one of C&D's episodes where you saw my tragic, 2004 PC that I'm still using to make videos on. That's unfortunate. I just don't have the spare income to kind of get the modern equipment and stuff like that. But we're looking into trying to plan to do a fundraiser to try to get me like the modern accessories, like a new computer to be able to do that, a webcam, capture card, and stuff like that, so that I can be able to provide better quality episodes for what I'm going to be doing, and which leads up to a huge surprise that I have for everybody at the end of the Switch launch. So come the Switch launch. After the Switch launch, I'm going to have a nice little announcement to make to the entire Nintendo community. Because, we gotta make some changes to this. So if you want to support me in raising money for my equipment, for future projects, you can save your wallet for that.
I don't think, watching this might not know, but you're officially retired. Like, that's it, no more.
Yeah, like, I retired at the Wii U, but I left this huge gaping hole for the Nintendo Wii U. This technically isn't a launch for me. I'm not in line. I'm simply mentoring C&D to hold the line. So if there's like a grate here, this is the line. I'm not inside the grate. I'm outside of the grate, making sure he can maintain his line inside the grate. So that's what it is. But this is not a line for me. I'm a part of the launch party. Yes, I'm definitely a part of the launch party, but I'm not in the line. So for those who are asking the question, Triforce, will you be second in line to get the Nintendo Switch? No, I won't. I won't even be getting the Switch. I'm gonna probably get it afterwards, like the day after or something like that. Now that I got the GoFundMe, I'm gonna try to work something out with Nintendo to see if they can put one to the side and post launch. I can get it and get shipped to Jamaica for me, because I'll be leaving on launch day.
Awesome. Alright, so Henry Rhodes asked, what is it like to be a legend?
What it's like to be a legend?
Yeah, you're a legend. You have world records in your home.
All right, guys. Honestly speaking, I just feel like a normal person. That's it. Even when I'm playing video games and I'm setting world records, I just feel, you just know how to do it. So some people are like, oh my God, he's beyond coming from well, you guys are calling me a legend. Coming from a legend, no. It's like from a legend's point of view, it's like, what are you people talking about? I'm just okay. That's literally what it is. My ego is not at that point where I'm like, oh, you can never be on my level, because I believe that at the level I'm at, there's someone who can be greater than me. I don't think I'm at God-like level where no one can. No, I'm not. Especially at my age, I retired from competitive gaming on top of me retiring along. So I don't even do that. I'm going into the International Video Game Hall of Fame in August this year. Shout out to Ottumwa, Iowa, video game capital of the world. Walter Day, Tim McVeigh, and the entire Ottumwa town and the people and the community. That's where esports all started. So my job, especially because that kind of transitions into something. As an elder, because I consider myself first gen, because I'm the descendants of the first gen. But as a descendant of the first generation of like gamers and stuff like that, competitive gamers and esports and stuff like that. Billy Mitchell, Ben Gold, Todd Rogers, Steve Sanders, Joe West, the whole 1982 Life magazine photo shoot crew. Like I'm like the generation after them, and it's about informing. It's about educating that next generation about the culture, the history of gaming. This is not like a lot of you guys think this is just, it's the video game companies and no, this has been around for a while, man. So with what I'm going to be doing on YouTube, I bring something to the table a lot of other YouTubers don't, and that's history. And that information is very important because people can be informed. I'm not just going to entertain people. I want to bring more to the Nintendo community than unboxings and reaction videos and all the standard staples that people do to kind of like get views and entertain other people. There's nothing wrong with that. Definitely nothing wrong with that. So don't think I'm trying to insult anyone that does that, because I may actually do some of those things, but I want to add additional things to it by informing my viewers, educating my viewers on the culture and the history and the traditions of gaming, not just in Nintendo, but all around. So I want to try to up the game by bringing back my experience, 30 plus years, 3 decades in gaming. I want to bring that, and I think I'm young enough to do that, because there are guys older than me, they're first generation one, but they can't connect with the younger crowds. Like, you're not going to see Walter Day come and stand the line 30 days. He's 67 years old. You're not going to see that with Billy Mitchell, because those guys are like in their 50s. They're not going to come and stand in line. But I'm right there in a sweet spot age at this point in time where I can go out to video game tournaments, esports tournaments. I can go out to video game expos, video game conventions, and video game launch parties and events, and I can engage with the community and create content that's engaging and interactive. So I feel that I have an obligation and I need to do more of that than trying to do just, I'm first in line. Like, I gotta get a small record for it. Let's try to do something different. And I don't want to be stagnant. I don't want to be stagnant. You have to, it's like playing video games. You have to step the game up.
Next question. Disneyland asks, what are your plans for the future other than growing the teacher? I think you said you had a big announcement after the launch.
Yeah. I have some big plans for the Nintendo community after the launch. I'm also going to still focus on keep maintaining my esports team, Empire Arcadia. I won't be necessarily too focused on it because we've already engraved ourselves in history. We're the #1 winning video game team of all time. So, but that's still a responsibility, and I'm going to be focusing on my YouTube page. So those are like my 3 major priorities I'm going to be working on. The announcement has a lot to do with what I'm going to be doing, and until I can make that announcement, I can't give you guys any more details on that. So sorry about that.
So just make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to his channel to find out.
Yes, please subscribe to my channel. That helps me, guys. You guys don't understand. I'm going to show the YouTube game what it means to, when you get subscribers to support you, what you're obligated to give back. Because some of these big YouTube guys aren't giving back.
Oh, what are you saying?
Bye.